watching does not equal doing. Okay. So saving 1,000 videos will not make you lose a pound, not even a pound, not even an ounce. Okay. Hi, my name is Mo Gayas. Essentially, I'm a kid who's obsessed with winning. Hello, hello. Welcome to Healthy Systems Podcast. I hope you're having a great day. Today's Healthy System is about by following TikTok fitness gurus, Instagram fitness gurus, Facebook gurus, and saving recipes will not help you lose weight. Okay. So if you've ever spent hours and hours scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Reels, saving the fitness tips or sending it to your favorite friend, or the meal prep videos, or bake this cake in 19 minutes or less with no carbs and all protein. And then you save all these things, and then you wake up the next day still stuck in the same cycle. You're trying to lose weight, but nothing is happening. So today I'll tell you why watching these 30-second videos isn't going to change your life and what will. And by the way, this is coming from somebody that has produced over 3,000 videos in the last 9 years, being a fitness coach and being a content creator. And I don't create any recipe videos. I've just never done that, but I know a lot of people do. And those videos people save and they forward to each other. And it's just like, yeah, like I hear this so often when I do fitness consultations. People tell me, they're like, yeah, man, like I know what to do. I've been, whenever I see people like showing their workouts, or Instagram girlies showing their workouts, I save it, Mo, but I just don't do it, and they beat themselves over. They're like, why am I not doing it? I know what to do. Right. And the thing is, there's more to it than this. So I'll walk you through all of this. So the reason you're drawn to these videos is because they're short, they're motivational, and they make it easy and they promise quick results. But fitness is anything but easy or quick results, as you most of you already know that, right? So then you see this girl who's like, eat this little meal that I did to lose 50 pounds. And then you're like, man, I've been trying to lose 20 pounds and I still can't lose it. Right. So then you end up comparing yourself to her results, and then you end up getting defeated and discouraged. So these gurus, they often show the highlight reel. They do not share the actual process. Right. And that's why like your expectations get messed up. You're like, okay, if I eat this cake that this girl is making, or if I eat this breakfast with some oatmeal that this girl is showing or this guy is showing, I'm going to lose weight. Then you do it for 1 day or 2 days. First of all, you don't even do it because most of those recipes end up getting saved in your saved folder, but never actually executed on. So they show you the highlight reel, not the actual process. You end up getting discouraged. Second thing is that advice. Write this down. That advice is so generic and it's not tailored to your unique challenges, your unique busy schedule, your cultural food differences, and your injuries and your metabolism and your hormones. And maybe you grew up eating so much oatmeal you hate it now, but that influencer doesn't really care, right? So at the end of the day, that advice is so generic, it doesn't even apply to you. So you end up trying to fit somebody else's fitness plan into your life, and it doesn't work. So of course it's not going to work. It's not made for you, right? And then another reason is, write this one down too. This episode is so much fun. I spent a lot of time preparing for this because this is becoming such a big issue. The third reason this happens is watching does not equal doing. Okay. So saving 1,000 videos will not make you lose a pound, not even a pound, not even an ounce. Okay. So watching does not equal doing. So the first reason these TikTok fitness guru trap, the reason this people get into this is because they often show you the highlight reel, not the actual stuff. Their advice is generic, not really tailored to you. And third, you forget that watching does not equal doing. So saving hundreds, thousands of videos, forwarding it to your favorite friend does not mean anything. It's not going to help you lose a single pound. And then number two, this is for more like recipes. So why saving recipes won't work either. Even watching more eating recipes just doesn't help. So recipes that focus on what to eat, right? They don't focus on the why or how to make it sustainable. So like they give you the crunchy little chipotle chicken air fryer recipe, and you're like, yes, that's how I'm gonna lose that 50 pounds. And then guess what? You forgot that you also have a 50-hour-a-week job with a 6-hour commute, and you have Johnny to pick up from soccer practice and to drop your daughter off at dance practice. You just told, like, when are you going to create those Chipotle fancy little, sandwiches that YouTuber is talking about? You won't. You don't have the time, right? So then You save them, but you never execute because they require too much time. And these TikTokers, these influencers, even on Instagram and stuff, they don't often tell you how much preparation goes into those meals. Okay, that's their full-time job. So their full-time job, they literally in their kitchen, they set up these professional lightings, and then they make these meals that look so appetizing and perfectly glared, everything. And then they probably spent 3 hours making that one thing that they're trying to tell you you can make in 10 minutes. And you try making it in 10 minutes and the whole thing doesn't even taste any good or look any good and has no, like, you're like, oh man, what did I just create? Right. Even like there's a, yesterday I was on Instagram and I was looking through this guy's recipes and he posts about, he's like, if you blend a banana with orange, no, if you blend a banana and throw an egg in it and then combine it with this third ingredient, all of a sudden you bake it for 100 whatever minutes, you get banana bread, banana pudding or something. And everybody in the comments, the first top three comments were like, bro, every time I try your recipe, mine doesn't come out like yours ever. And that was the theme on a bunch of his videos. And I'm like, oh man, this is like that person, the guy posting it probably spends hours and hours trying to like, create the best image. And he probably doesn't even tell them the truth. He tries to simplify so much that he probably forgets how he even made it. So at the end of the day, you save them, but they're not going to work, right? Some of them require too much or too many ingredients that you probably don't have at your house. And you don't know how to balance them with your fitness goals, right? So it's kind of like buying a cookbook and thinking it'll magically turn you into a chef. It takes practice and guidance, my friend, right? Just buying a cookbook from Barnes and Noble or on Amazon and thinking you'll turn into a chef is just not how it works. So that's why like you just save these reels and you save these recipes and you never make any of it, right? That's because it's not made for you. Now I'm going to talk to you about what actually works. So if your goal is to genuinely lose weight and you want to lose weight, you gotta have to remember weight loss is not about hacks or saving ideas from Instagram on your saved folder. It's about implementation. It's about actually doing it, accountability and sustainability. So if you don't have a plan that fits your life, your lifestyle, your work life, your family life, your kids, your husband, all of your life, your culture, your schedule, it does not matter how many TikToks you watch, you are not going to lose weight. I'm telling you, okay? Fitness and nutrition, write this down. Fitness and nutrition are skills. Just like learning to ride a bike, just like learning to drive a car, just like learning to code, right, on a computer, just like being a doctor is a skill. There's so many skills in being a doctor, just like there's so many skills in being a lawyer, just like there's so many skills in a lot of professions that we have. So you cannot master it with a 30-second tip on a video. What you actually need is mentorship. What you actually need is coaching, feedback, practice, right? So often when we are becoming a lawyer, when we're becoming an engineer, in my engineering career, I had such great professors holding my hand through for 5 years, right? And that's how you get to a decent enough proficiency. For those of you listening that are doctors, a lot of you went to school for 5 years and med school for 4 years, then went to residency and fellowship for another 5, 6, 7 years, right? I was just right before this podcast, I was on a call with a cardiologist, a client of mine, and she's phenomenal. But like, if you ask her how long it took her to become a cardiologist, it was years. It was over 12 years, right? From like after high school to becoming a full board certified cardiologist. So at the end of the day, she didn't become a cardiologist by just watching TikTok videos on how to do a cool surgery. You don't do that, right? It sounds almost lame, me saying it. Sounds kind of so funny saying it. Versus with fitness and nutrition, we do that every day. We just think if we save this recipe, if we have this like little this workout program, and you take screenshots of all these influencers' workouts, and then you don't do them, or even if you try doing them, you can't even finish it. You're like, oh my God, this is so hard, or it's so easy, or like there's so much missing. And then even after you do 2 of their workouts, the girl promised you that your glutes will grow. The glutes aren't growing yet. And you're like, man, I did this workout twice now. Glutes have not grown. This must not be working. Right? And then you go buy her ebook. And then that sits in your downloads folder and nothing ever happens. Or you go join her coaching program because she has 1 million followers on Instagram. You get into her coaching program and it's like 2,000 girlies paying $19 a month and nobody gets any one-on-one, accountability. And it's just that you get stuck in this cycle and it's like, you're like, Mo, I'm trying all these things, man, and nothing works for me. And it's like, yeah, you're trying all the solutions that are not meant to work. right? It's not your fault. You're motivated and you're actually taking action. Problem is you just don't know any better. What you need is a one-on-one coaching, not some group, ebook, right? Not some like most of these girls that sell like glute programs, they're born like that. They had bigger thighs growing up. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, and the amount of Photoshop that happens in that market, guys trying to shrink their waist to make their abs bigger, and girls trying to shrink their waist to make their glutes bigger, right? So on both sides, right? There's so much misinformation. So people end up getting stuck in this like very cheap solutions or free solution. They're like, it's going to work for me. And it never does. You know what I mean? And then, just like I said in the last part, fitness and nutrition are skills. Just like learning to drive a car, learning to become a cardiologist, learning to become a doctor, learning to become a lawyer, learning to become an engineer. You just can't master it with the 30-second tips. You need coaching, feedback, mentorship, practice, weekly check-ins. Just like in college, we had quizzes every week, right? Like in fitness, we do check-ins with our clients. We like have them like, how many workouts did you do? How was the workout? What's been going on, right? Like I was just talking to my cardiologist client, and she was asking me specifically about gloves, like lifting gloves. And we were talking about the workouts during Ramadan and all of those things, right? Like what we're going to do for fasting. And he was telling me about her lifestyle. And she's like, Mo, I spent a lot of time at the mosque, and the nearest mosque to me is like 45-minute drive. And I'm going to go there. And we're literally looking at her exact. I'm like, what time do you go? Do you go to your office as a cardiologist? And then what time do you get out? And then all day, like, what time are we going to pray? And then what time will we make the workouts work? And she's like, can I have coffee for sahur? And like, we're just talking about really specific things, right? That's coaching. That free TikToker stuff is not going to give you any of that, or like tailor it into your lifestyle. So that's why like that stuff just never works. And another missing ingredient and why most people fail is lack of accountability. You see, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all these experts you follow, these fitness people you follow, they will never text you when you skip your workout or check in on you when life gets hard, right? A lot of these influencers don't even see you as you, they see you as a number. So a lot of the time what happens is you end up just being like, Mo, I'm part of this and I'm part of that. And then it's like, okay, all of those are like ineffective things. Because if they were working, you wouldn't be talking to me. So at the end of the day, you have to remember that fitness is a skill, and random tips won't add up to a plan that guarantees results. So you don't just need to lose weight. You need to learn how to keep it off forever. So at the end of the day, those TikTok, all those tips and stuff, some of them are useful, yeah, but like only if you already have a plan, only if you already have a skill set, right? So if you haven't started yet, I would say the best way to start is to start working with a coach. That is by far the best way, because then you'll get the one-on-one attention. So here's some actionable tips, some takeaways for this healthy system. Number one, write this down. Stop overloading on free tips. Okay, stop overloading on free tips. Instead, identify one small actionable habit that you can start today, right? It could be, I'm going to buy a standing desk like Mo, and I'm going to buy a treadmill underneath. And then on my meetings, I'm going to get my steps in. Or I'm going to drink a glass of water before every cup of coffee I drink, stuff like that. And then evaluate your why. Why do you want to lose weight? What will it mean for you? What will it mean for your life? How would your day-to-day life change if you lost all the weight, right? Who would notice first? Will you have more confidence? Are there certain people in your life that will be happy for you? How would your kids look at you? How would your work be, right? Just find your why. It could be anything. For guys, it could be as easy as I want to impress girls. And for girls, it could be as easy as, yeah, I hate the way I look and I don't fit into my old clothes. I want to fit into my old clothes. It could be as shallow as anything, but you need a why, right? And then seek real accountability. You need a coach, you need a program, you need an accountability partner. All of you listening to this, almost 99% of my listeners here on Healthy Systems have college degrees. We all went to colleges. We all had professors who were PhDs. We could have learned all of that stuff on YouTube, right? All that education that we spent over 6 figures on, we could have learned that on YouTube, but we didn't, right? Because we needed that accountability from a professor keeping us accountable by being like, hey, here is calculus. Here's a quiz on Friday. In 2 weeks, we're going to have a test. And in 10 weeks, we'll have a final exam. And you better study or I will give you an F. Okay? That was the accountability. And we all paid $4,000 or $5,000 per class in a public or private school for that. So at the end of the day, we could have learned that on YouTube. Khan Academy has every video possible, right? So at the end of the day, what we even had in college was accountability. We had accountability to sit down instead of partying with our friends on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were like, no, bro, I have a final exam or I have a test on Monday. I have to study. Otherwise, I'm going to fail. So that was accountability. That was the essence of accountability. So same thing with your working out. You can save all these free tips and tricks from TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. But the thing is, there's no accountability. So then you don't take any action and nothing gets done. But you're like, Mo, I'm doing so much. I'm saving 19 videos a day. And I'm like, yeah, doing does not mean, saving videos does not mean doing. In fat loss, you get awarded for doing. In life, you get awarded for doing. And too often we get stuck in this free zone where it's like, hey, I'm like all this free stuff I'm saving and I'm going to take action on it one day when life is perfect and less stressful. Life will never be perfect. Life will never be not stressful. Life will always have its cycles. So at the end of the day, you need real accountability. You need a coach or program or partner who keeps you very consistent. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, I want to help you turn all that saved inspiration into a real transformation. So DM me the word plan, and you can message me on Instagram, Facebook. You can even go to our website at twtt.us, and then you can just apply for a free consultation call with me, no strings attached, and then we can create something that actually works for you. Okay? So at the end of the day, if there's anything you get out of this healthy system, it is to remember saving all these TikTok videos, saving all these Instagram videos, reels on different recipes for fat loss and different workouts for fat loss. Stop. It's not going to help you lose weight. Just saving more videos does not mean you're going to lose weight. Okay. What you actually need is a plan made for you, given your culture, given your lifestyle, given your career, and given your busy schedule. That's what you need. You don't need other recipes, and you don't need more of them. Okay. So at the end of the day, hope this serves as a great reminder for all of you. And yeah, for those of you that really want to achieve these goals and just are struggling, and you've been in the same place for many, many months now and nothing is changing and you're just sick and tired of it, please reach out. Go to my website. We have a lot of free stuff on twtt.us. That's short for Training with the Titans. Or you can find me on Instagram at MOEGHIAS, Mo Gaius, or on Facebook. I post daily a lot of free good stuff, and then you can start getting direction in the right way. And I hope that helps you. Okay. And then you can also click below in this podcast notes. We're going to leave all of that below. But overall, I hope that helps you. And until next time, take care. Thank you for listening to the Healthy Systems podcast. I really appreciate you for tuning in today. Now, here are 2 ways I can help you for free. One, you can join our free Facebook community by just going to this link, bit.ly/Titan Facebook group. Just type that into your browser and then answer 2 questions, and then we'll let you into our Facebook community where you'll meet other people, as well as we have a lot of free resources in terms of meal plans, workouts, all kinds of stuff in there. Second way I can help you for free is if you follow me on Instagram at Mo Gaius, MOE, as in George, H as in horse, I as in India, A as in apple, S as in Sam. Follow me there and then shoot me a message with the word Healthy Systems, and then I'll be sure to send you a free gift. Other than that, keep listening in, and I really appreciate you.